Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reverse engineering cold calling. So I'm going to break down how to actually get to 10k a month for you guys, literally just from one outreach method, which is cold call. Bear my hair, by the way, I've just come out of the shower. Anyway, if you don't know about me, my name's Albie Scarber. I own a marketing agency and a coaching business. In the marketing agency, I help businesses scale with proven systems and automations. In the coaching business, I help agencies scale to and past 10k a month. So before we start, I just want to say what we do today will be on a Miro board and we're all working off averages. So just beforehand, anything that I say is an average, industry average. So yours might be higher or lower. If you're starting off, most likely it's going to be lower. So you will have to work a bit harder. If you're a bit more experienced in cold calling, obviously it will be at the higher end of it. So just keep that in mind. Okay, this is our goal, 10k per month. Now, we all need to start, because we are reverse engineering, obviously. How are we going to price this? So I'm working on the assumption that we're charging £1,000 a month for 10 clients. This, £1,000 a month is probably around the average. Me personally, I used to charge £500 a month. Obviously, when you're starting out, it's better to do it low and then get some testimonials, because that will obviously really help your clients. Now, the best thing to do whilst doing this, though, is having a brilliant offer. Honestly, if you have an amazing offer, like guaranteed amount of leads, risk reversal, like a brilliant risk reversal as well, you're going to have no bother literally closing these leads, and you just need to get it through in the cold calls. Niche doesn't really matter either. If you've got a good offer, everything will go your way. Next, we're going to have to go on the 25% average close rate, which is 40 meetings, okay? So this is the close rate for how many meetings. So let's just say, you take 100 meetings, 25% of those meetings you're going to close, okay? Which will be 40 meetings in this case. Now, obviously factor in the show up rate, it'll be around 60%, which, show up rate 60% is pretty low. If you've got a good follow-up system, you get good leads through the door, it can be, very, very high, like 80, maybe even 90. I've seen people with 100% show up rate. So that's what you really do need to be aiming for. So yeah, 65 meetings is our goal. That is our baseline. Throughout the rest of this is what we're going to be trying to achieve. Now, just quickly about other outreach methods, because obviously cold calling isn't the only one. I'm going to go through why I am actually doing cold calling on this video. I can do another video on the other outreach methods I mentioned here, so let me know down below in the comments. So firstly, door to door. A lot of you guys don't actually know about this outreach method. For me, it's one of the best, to be honest with you. What you do, you knock on local businesses' doors. For example, I'm in Manchester right now. I go into the city centre. I see, I don't know, probably not a big business, or definitely not like a Nike, because there's not going to be any decision makers there. Medium-sized business, maybe in your niche, you knock on, say, can I speak to the owner? Pitch them and book in a meeting at their location for a time in the future. It's really, really effective, hence why I'm giving it a 10% meeting book rate. This is the highest on the list in terms of the averages. I do, however, see people with cold calling do, 20% meeting book rate, MBR. Door-to-door, 10%, I think it's pretty good. You're visiting 10 owners, you probably say one meeting is pretty good. Move on to cold calling. We're going to be using today as a 4% meeting book rate. That is going to be the baseline. It might change later on, I'm not too sure, but this is the average percentage of how many meetings you should be booking per 100 calls, 100 decision maker calls. You should be booking about 4. Moving on to DMs. Now, 1% is quite high. For me, anyway. This 1% is if you've got your profile sorted, you've got a brilliant script, you've got good leads that you're reaching out to. 1% meeting book rate you'd be quite happy with. And then finally, email. I'm going to go to 0.5%. To be honest with you, it's probably lower if you've not got the right strategy. However, in the future, I'll definitely be making a video on how to get the proper outreach strategy for email, because a lot of you guys don't know what you're doing. So yeah, end of the day, we're going to be doing cold calling. It's a 4% meeting book rate. Moving on. So, I didn't mention before, the cold calling, okay, it's going to be the most time efficient and obviously most yielding outreach method for, the time that you're spending the money. Yeah, that's why I'm choosing it today rather than door to door, and that's why you can get to 10k a month because yeah, it's time effective. Yeah, it's obviously it gets a lot of results, so results yielding, and in my opinion, it is the best outreach method. You can't beat it. So, with a meeting book rate of 4%, like we said, it will take 25 calls to get one meeting. Okay? Now, this is 25 calls with the owner, okay? Not with a gatekeeper, not with anyone else, with the owner, manager, director, whatever niche, the decision maker. Now, let's just say we've got a 50% pickup rate, sorry. Obviously, that all depends on what time you're calling, what niche you're in, because maybe you call it at 1 o'clock in the morning. And you're not going to have maybe one person answer and they're going to be pissed off because you woke them up. But yeah, with a 50% booking rate, that means we have to take 50 calls to get one meeting. Okay. Maybe you've done cold calling in the past and it's taken you much less. Yep, this is working on an average, like I said. Now, moving on with the statistics. 25 calls and no pickups if we're getting a 50% pickup rate, calling 50 meetings, calling 50 people to get one meeting. If 25 get no pickups, we're going to probably say about 30 seconds per dial because for me anyway, I've left it until it goes to voicemail. However, voicemail is around 30 seconds, so I'd personally wait 30 seconds. If your niche is like, if they don't answer in the first 10 seconds, then obviously counter this in. And it will absolutely, change, and it'll absolutely, change the results and how long it'll take for you to get to 10k a month if you're cutting out 20, 15 seconds out of this 30 seconds. But I'm just going to, be a bit pessimistic here and say you're waiting 30 seconds. That is 12.5 minutes for those 25 no pickups. That's how much time maybe you're wasting, maybe you're spending. It depends how you want to, obviously, depends how you want to think about it. I'd probably say, I wouldn't say wasting because it's always better to be safe than sorry. And furthermore, with the 25 pickups which you do have, 60 seconds per average on dial. And the reason I'm doing 60 seconds, you might think, it might take 2 minutes for me to complete my cold call script. Yeah, but I'm not counting every single, only the calls which go through to the end. Maybe you do your opener, can have 30 seconds, yes or no, and they say no. That's what? That's like a 15-second call. So it's averaged out. And those 60 seconds per dial, 25 minutes is going to take. And combining both them together, it's 37.5 minutes to book one call. So, bit of maths for you here. If we multiply 37.5 minutes to book one call, and the 65 meetings which we are looking to get to obviously get to that 10k a month, the infamous, that will mean 2,437.5 minutes it will take to get 65 meetings booked. And that is all you need to be focusing on at this point in time, getting the meetings booked. SACA, set and close appointments, or set appointments, close appointments. Well, one of them. That's what you need to be focusing on. Okay, once you got the appointment, focus on the meeting. Focus how you're going to close the meeting. Okay, and obviously I do this in my own agency. Definitely focus on the service delivery as well. A lot of people, they're only focused on getting the sale, but I'll make another video about how I do my service delivery. It's quite complex. Well, it's not really that complex, but it does work, okay? And that is because I spent time, getting the right formulas in place, getting the automations in place, doing research, getting experience on the topic, because if you don't, and you've not got a good service, you won't have a good business, okay? If you don't have a good service, people aren't going to refer you, people aren't going to stick with you, and you won't be able to provide a good offer, which all boils down to getting clients. So before anything, get a good service. And maybe you want to, maybe you don't do this via experience, maybe just do it via watching stuff. I'll do it via experience. That's how I got most of my knowledge, work with clients in loads of different industries. And that's how I'd personally do it. What I would definitely do for you guys though is free trials, okay? Not only does that give you a brilliant opportunity to get a client if you do good results, but it also allows you to learn, okay? When you're starting out, don't always focus on the money. Focus on the service and focus on building a good product, because that's what makes a good business. Doing a bit more maths, you've probably seen this on the screen for the last 5 minutes, or however long I've been yapping on. 2,437.5 minutes is around 40 hours, which in days, I'm excluding weekends or Sundays, one of them, 24 days. And these 24 days we're calling between Monday and Saturday, so it'd be 24 days in the month, excluding the other 6. I'm not sure how that works actually. I did the maths a while ago, but whatever. So if we split the 40 hours between the 24 days, it shows that we only have 96 minutes per day to call. That is all we need to call. Obviously, you can do more if you've got more than an hour and a half. I'd definitely call for more than that, 2 hours maybe. And in these 96 minutes every day, you need to be looking for around 2 meetings minimum. Okay, that is your KPI. 2 meetings a day in 2 minutes in 96 meetings. That is your KPIs that you need to be hitting. If you exceed yourself on that, double down on what you're doing right, or what you've changed, and yeah, definitely continue with that. So yeah, with obviously consistency and hard work, you can easily scale to 10k a month with literally only cold calling. Obviously, if you want to get there faster or more reliably, or you just can't do cold calls, you don't want to. If you don't want to, by the way, that is a fucking pathetic excuse. You can integrate other outreach methods, which is definitely what I would recommend. For example, you can integrate door-to-door and cold calling, which would rapidly increase growth. As you can see, they've got 2 of the highest meeting book rates of all outreach methods. So, as I said at the start, all of these numbers are just averages. So, if you're just starting, it will take longer. But with the right skills and experience, you can definitely narrow down the time. This is obviously why not a lot of people get to 10k a month in their first month, because experience isn't there to get those average KPIs. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you like this video, there's a button for that, so make sure you press it. Subscribe, leave a comment of what other videos I should do. Also, follow my TikTok, Instagram, and look at my YouTube shorts. And yeah, if you're an agency owner also, or a business owner, send me a DM on Instagram. It's in my bio. Peace.